Dangerous.
Forward.
I'm like a stepping razor. Don't you watch my size. I'm dangerous. Dangerous. I'm like a stepping razor. Don't you watch my size. I'm dangerous.
Stepping razor. Mutabaruka. Art of war. Listen, Jamaica. Mutabaruka, the stepping razor, and this is the art of war. Way on, yeah. Sing it, representing for my family. The blood of African kings run up in our veins. Here in Jamaica, rebellious offspring. Muta got a warrior spirit inside. From that time, we can't tame. And this a warrior spirit inside. It come for break every shackle and chain. On a Shaka Zulu, Pitney, Nkuma, Pitney, step in the razor, Pitney, and the art of war every Thursday. Hey, look how many years them whip with. That's what the whip I want microchip with. We tell them Babylon style of it with. War it out until we get with victory. Hey, them fight my brother and sister. When we are dance, them say we move sinister. I know we listening. Mutabaruka, chant the culture, chase the vultures away. Man a Shaka Zulu, Pitney, Nkuma, Pitney, Kunta Kinte, Pitney. It's like Malcolm and Martin and Marcus on fire. Taurus in the sea right there represent for Mutabaruka. The art of war. Rasta.
When a youth fails, it's always put down to personal problems. But one cannot ignore the social system and the effect it can have on an individual. It's all about the youths. It's all about the youths. The youth them of today. Their role in this society, the part they're gonna play. It's all about the youths. The youth them of today. The future for tomorrow. They have to lead the way. Too much unemployment, too much violence and the crime. Too much of we youths are in a prison.
Yeah, all right. Thank you, engineer. Yeah, we want to say yell up to the ones them. Today is Thursday. And this is it was 2 years ago on a Thursday. Exactly. We started this program 2 years ago. Stepping Razor, the art of war. So we're there for 2 years now. And we say we go and give thanks to all the people them who stay with me and listen to me. And who go buy phone, we have radio, for plug in at them ears and stop listening to them boss. And I do them work still, but still I listen to Stepping Razor. Why you know all the taxi man them who when them a drive and them people them say, I hope you have radio, they have turn it on Stepping Razor, you know, it's been now take your taxi. We want to heal up the people them. We want to heal up all the man them who listen to it and stop piss on the light post them for ratting down the people them light post. Because them hear Mutabaruka say, boy, you want to say, well, we acidic, you know, and if you keep pissing on the light post them, it will rat down the light post them. Because them make the man them start put up concrete light posts, you know. Okay, we want to heal up all the people them who sit down and listen to it. And before we forget, we want to heal up G-Wiz restaurant, is a veggie restaurant now in a Treasure Beach. A long time, Treasure Beach we have vegetarian restaurant, you know. We tell the restaurant them we have pork on one side and veggie on the next side. You understand? We want a restaurant where have vegetarian right through. I hope a vegetarian right through. We used to Jackie down there have a wonderful time without, you know, watch it, you know. Okay, so we want to play this one of all the people them down at Treasure Beach right now who are listen to it, and in at the G-Wiz restaurant I listen to it.
Thought-provoking, always smoking, lyrics like a bazooka. You are listening to Mutabaruka.
At what point he became aware that this gentleman was about to come to Jamaica. Was he traveling here on the invitation of the organizers of the $1 million? Well, it's really $1 million. It's $4 million.
You are listening to Mutabaruka.
Yeah, the time is 2:15. That all out the pan, believe you me, and you know say from Mining Kamuzi to Busy Signal, yes, brand new Busy Signal. I do a spin off a Burning Spirit tune. May I tell you? Yes, Busy, you're busy with our there. Easy style, you know, dub style, rubber dub style. Believe you me. We have a headline in front of it. Did Pope Francis support killings and kidnappings during Argentina's brutal dictatorship? Survivors of the hellish period speak out. A lot of people don't know about the Argentina revolution that take place. That was in the 70s, 1970s to 1980s. Well, if atrocity was done, we want to give you an insight into this article we have. But the article said, did Pope Francis support killings and kidnappings during Argentina's brutal dictatorship? So we're going to go and come forward.
ABC Electrical Sales, total source for building materials, Delta, Eagle, Cutler Hammer, Westinghouse, steel, cement, and much more. Plus free delivery island-wide. 754-371-425.
The time by ABC Electrical is?
Yes, it's 2:30. Yeah, Alicia Komosh was 22 years old when 9 men burst into her home to take her away. It was September 1975. And she was a student activist in the Argentine city of Rosario, a bustling metropolis on the banks of the Parana River. Kosamesh was beaten, interrogated, and thrown into the basement of a police station, where she remained for more than 1 year. Then she was held in the Villa Devoto prison for 2 years. Her release in 1978 was hardly freeing. She remained under every surveillance, and military officials continued to threaten her safety until she fled to Los Angeles in 1980. Tens of thousands of leftists and activists, Argentine citizens, were either killed or kidnapped by government forces during the 1970s and 1980s. This dark episode has been an object of renewed world attention ever since Wednesday, when the College of Cardinals Papal Conclave elected Argentine Cardinal Mario Bergoglio as the new leader of the Roman Catholic Church. And as you know, this happened quite a while back. It was a surprise choice. The new Pope is the first ever to hail from South of America, the first to represent the Jesuit order, and the first to take the name Francis. He's known for his devotion to the simple life, for using public transportation, for kneeling down to wash the feet of the faithful, for ensuring the luxurious trappings that might befit his station. But critics of Pope Francis say that 3 decades ago, during a time of ruthless persecution and violence, when Argentinians downtrodden needed him most, Bergoglio, then leader of the Jesuit order in Argentina, turned a blind eye to the suffering of his countrymen and women. Yes, and then it go on to say Argentina was ruled by a military junta from 1976 to 1983. But leftists and dissidents were targeted and arrested even before that time. A state-condoned terrorist organization called the Argentine Anti-Communist Alliance, or AAA, was established in 1973 and exists under the administration of President Raul Lastiri. And finally, Isabella Martinez, under whose watch the organizations committed some of its worst atrocities. After 1976 military coup put General Rafael Vedila in power, the human rights abuses continued. He held the presidency until 1981, at which point a string of military men took control until the dictatorship fell apart in 1983. The period under the military junta is now referred to as the as a dirty war. But some victims take issue with the characterization. Alicia Partner was kidnapped in 1977 from Bahia Blanca, or White Bay, a city name for the body of water in which it sits. She was detained in a series of locations for nearly 3 years before escaping to the U.S. as a refugee. And now people call it the dirty war, but that was the term the military used to justify the killings. It is my little crusade to let people know that for me, it was an extermination campaign. It was not a war of any kind. It was a genocide. So it goes on to say, critics of Bergoglio, which is now Pope Francis, say that he was complicit during these terrible times, siding with the government in an effort to protect himself. Quote, in Argentina, the church was divided. Partoni said, there was a sector that supported the military, and Cardinal Bergoglio, which is now the Pope, belonged to that sector. There are two particular allegations most often made against Bergoglio. According to the first allegation, he was complicit in the detention of two Jesuit priests, Francisco Jalix and Orlando Yorio, and may have even played a role in handing them over to the junta authorities in 1976. The priests were detained for 5 months and tortured before their release. Yorio died in 2000, and Jalix, who now lives in Germany, said he is at peace with Bergoglio, according to the Buenos Aires Herald. And this article go on to accuse the now Pope of non-action, even though it's well known to help the poor and all these things. The article goes, it's a long article, it go on to accuse this Pope of non-action when murders and killing was taking place because of the opposition to the dictatorship government by the people. So that is something to reflect on when we start to think, reflect. But I guess people change according to how change go. So we know that the news will come up is 5 minutes before the news, and there is some things that is on the board here you don't want to miss. We have 2 interview line up here. I tell you, you know, so we always go to the eat of the matter. Yes, when we are interview, we go to the eat of the matter. We don't want to take no second hand news and give the people them. We go way beyond Gleaner and the other one there, Observer and all them things there. We observe the Gleaner and come up with news like that one we just read a while ago. I don't remember seeing it in another newspaper in Jamaica. And look how long that news is out there. We want to interview a sister about Ebola and how come she didn't catch it, considering she was so close to individual who died from it. Alright, don't get nervous. It's not a Jamaica. It's not in a Jamaica. So I know some people out there say, what? You know, your mother said I'm going to interview one Ebola victim. Is that in Jamaica we are talking about? Even though she's a Jamaican still, but don't worry yourself. Don't worry yourself, man. It's not in Jamaica. But before we do the interview there, and we want to come back with it after the news, you know, is this Chick V thing and the government and the Ministry of Health. We want to tackle it headlong, you know, because some development take place in Jamaica right now that we never did hear about, we never know about it. Just like how them never inform about the Chick V thing and how them did not tell you about, you know, it's only about 30 people or 20 people have it when we don't know in our lives. Everybody did know everybody will have it at the time. Now I don't know. Now it look like it have got down little, but some more serious things are happening. Some more serious things happen with the Chick V, you know. More highlight it, you know, because we know you nobody talk about it, you know. And we want to bring in a liar to really talk about it, because this can be a lawsuit against the government. I want to know that, you know, because the people them for know what is taking place and what is not told to them, and how where you don't know we hurt you. People always say, where you don't know I hurt you. Where you don't know we hurt you, and we see the hurt. And them never tell we certain things. And we want to highlight the things them that is causing havoc right now amongst the people them, and where them never tell we. You understand? So, as we say, we want to talk to Miguel, we want to connect to Miguel Land, our chief lawyer advisor here, at the Stephen Razor here, that are ready. We want to heal up Samantha. We want to heal up Samantha. We have a new lady here now with the policy. Well, she's not new still, but Monique. And Monique, she name? Monique. And we have this bridge in here, right here, so in front of me name, O'Neill. And we have a man there behind me, so now we name? Move from behind me, no bridge. I don't like to only sit up behind me, When name, because I can't turn me neck every time. Yes, I will tell you, sit up right there, so I can't see you. And that's how, yeah, sit up with the clock there. Yeah, that's me. When we look at the clock, we can't see you. Gavin. All right. You know, so I say Gavin all the while. You there a long time, Gavin? And you just a trainee? But what if you there 20 years and you just a trainee? You buy a job, you come take over. Watch it, watch it. And they put in just when we are celebrating 2 years of Stephen Razor. Today is 2 years since Stephen Razor they for the radio. Exactly. Today, exactly 2 years. And we see them put you in the studio with me, you know. I get suspicious, you know. I forgot to talk to the lady upstairs, you know. The lady upstairs. I don't know where she go. It look like she's like, yeah. All right. But I put it down that way. Anyway, we are saying we'll come forward to the news. So, news time.
Good afternoon. I am Nikita Sterling with the local and international headlines. Another person has been charged along with the former manager at the National Works Agency, George Knight, and his 5 co-accused in connection with an over $700 million fraud case involving the National Contracts Commission, NCC. Charged is Lambert Dawkins, who is linked to Senitech Engineering Solutions, owned by Knight. The others charged are Clara Mantock Sr., Clara Mantock Jr., Melville Edwards, Police Inspector Andrew Bob, and Ferris Stewart. It is alleged that Senitech submitted forged documents to the NCC to be registered as an approved contractor. The men are to return to court on Tuesday, January 6. A St. Anne man charged with causing death by dangerous driving was freed yesterday in the St. Anne Circuit Court. Ricardo Wright was freed after the prosecution offered no evidence against him. The prosecution said it had no eyewitness to the accident, which claimed the life of Orville Heslop. Justice Courtney Day instructed the 7-member jury to return a not guilty verdict. Wright was charged following a motor vehicle accident along the Roaring River Main Road in St. Anne on November 21, 2011, during which Heslop was killed. In news overseas, the International Criminal Court's chief prosecutor says action will not be taken over Israel's raid on a Gaza-bound flotilla in 2010 that killed 9 Turkish activists. The prosecutor said despite reasonable basis to believe war crimes had been committed, the ICC had to prioritize larger-scale events. Israel said the ICC had wasted time on a politically motivated complaint. Finally, the U.S. Senate's new Republican leader and President Barack Obama have both promised to end the political gridlock that has so frustrated American voters. Republicans made historic gains in the midterm elections and now control both legislative chambers. Incoming Senate leader Mitch McConnell said he would make the ineffective Senate function and bills passed. Those were the local and international headlines. You can go online to irfm.net to view some of the stories. Like us at facebook.com/irfmnews. You may also follow us on Twitter at irfm_news. Major news is next at 5:45. From the IRFM newsroom, I'm Nikita Sterling.
I give him a prize, Rasta.
No, man, we have more, man.
You have more?
No, man, we wouldn't give it away everything. We have more, man.
All right, sir. Okay, we're there with you again. Stepping razor, the art of war. Okay, well, we don't want chew no stone still, you know. But you see, true. There was a time when people make slingshot and throw a stone out of the slingshot, and now people have gun and them fire shot, and now we see shot all a go round corner. First time I think shot did work when I people from St. Thomas. One lady will usually call me and said nearly everybody in the Fiar district have Chick V. Meanwhile, the minister was still saying that 20 odd people, only 20 odd people, him know of it. All right, here what me I say now. When we heard of this thing, we were told that what you need to do is take a Paladol and drink some coconut water and go have a long rest. That is why all a man like me now who used to go to the coconut board pan Waterloo if you go get coconut water, me can't get it again because this is uptown people, you know. We never used to go down there, so full up the place. Say them a look coconut water because all them was told. And we have that conversation amongst one-on-ones already, that coconut water seems to be a way for maintain your equilibrium if you have the Chick V. So coconut water sell out. So a whole heap of people start sell coconut water. But this place, when I tell you about coconut board, trust me, for any given day, you go there. Whether it's morning, afternoon or evening. Believe you me never know say so much people that drink coconut water. I think I'm go Rasta. And when people thirst up on road, them just say, chop and jelly for me now. But me know say Rasta, me know Rasta will not drink no other water but coconut water. I'm serious about it too. Them not drink no other water but coconut water. So, we don't know say coconut water is, you know, when man say, boy, the only water that go to your heart is coconut water. People say that all the while. But here we are saying now, we'll get to the point of the thing. We were told, naively, I say we, means say, me include myself in the people them too, because I never hear about this chick thing before, until me go start to figure out some things and go investigate something. Me hear say, boy, right now it come like China is part of the whole thing. All right. Them tell we must do this thing. Take a Panadol, drink some coconut water, and go rest. Then now we hear some Jamaican people start go down in them head cup and say, look here, guinea hen weed, good feet, and there you have it. We hear papa leaf, all you have to do is juicy papa leaf. We hear a man upon the television and say, boy, him take every herbs round him back and yard, all the roses him start take too. So people start to take it serious. No. Hear my problem with it now. And remember, you know, I don't know if I am naive to the information. I don't know if the information was given and I was listening. But when I look out there, as she said, this is the case here now. I wonder if the Ministry of Health know, or the government know, say, in the past 6 weeks, listen to what I say now. Listen to what I say. In the past 6 weeks, nearly 200 people dead because of the Chick V creating a complication with other disease that people have and cause the people them for dead. In other words, what we are now hearing, not when the thing did start up, just like them never did tell us they must clean up the place until just the other day. Them allocate must $5 million to clean up the place. Them never come up with the cleaning thing until thousands of people. Thousands, me not talk about no 100, you know. Thousands of people catch a chick V. Then them come up with this clean-up campaign. That kind of thing done gone bad already. All right. I want the minister or the ministry or the government to know that over the past 6 weeks, people are dying. Because we never hear say that death thing are going to go on, you know. We never hear say this chick V thing are going to lead to death, you know. Because if we were prepared for the dead part of it, we would have made preparations for those who have diabetes, for those who have kidney problem, for those who have asthma, for those who have high blood pressure. We did not, just like how we are here now about take precaution about Ebola on the radio. You know, every time we hear about Ebola, the Ebola don't reach here yet, and it is good that now they are proactive and not reacting to a situation. And we always depend on the government to give us information about things that we are not aware of. So we can't come say to the people them now, they don't know, should I know so they have diabetes. We can't say that, you know, because the people them are not doctor. The people them look to the doctor for information. If the government who is responsible for the people them did not give out those information to the people them, this almost come like genocide. And we are going to use the word there. We are use the word there non-apologetically. It's almost like a genocide against the people of Jamaica. Because the government wait until the thing take over the whole of the country. Then them start to tell you you must clean up your place. Then your doctor say, well, just drink some coconut water and lay down in your yard and them thing there. You tell me say, no member in the Ministry of Health in the early times of this thing coming couldn't send out a memo to the radio station them. Some ad on the TV, the radio and TV say, if you have complications of diabetes, because now we are here about that, you know, but again it's a reaction to the situation now because people are dying because them go catch chick V and them did have diabetes and it create complications. Now, remember what school, remember which school, you know, you remember which school the people them come from where most of 2 teachers dead from chick V and them did have some other complication, and some student dead from chick V and them did have complication. Well, I tell the minister, you know, and nobody tell me say where me get that from, you know. Me say to the ministry and to the government that nearly 200 people dead in a Jamaica because them catch chick V and them did have other complication, and they never tell and make the people them aware say it's not just a matter of taking a Panadol and go drink coconut water and lay down. It's more than that. It's just the other day you start to tell the people them now, say, boy, you see this thing here? I don't even know what people know. Say, the pain in them leg and the pain, the muscle pain that them have can last up to 1 to 2 years. Watch it. And my producer looks surprised because she never hear that as information. My producer never hear that as information. How much people out there know say the pain where you feel right? My brethren are only so look at say, boy, when him get up a morning time, him forget about the chick feed, when him get up a morning time, can't hardly move him on. Alright. How much people in Jamaica didn't know say that this thing going to lead to a long-term effect 1-2 years down the line where you can't hardly lift up your hand, You can like have arthritis now. How much people didn't know that in Jamaica? You tell me say the Ministry of Health never know nobody in the ministry to give the people them this information that now families in Jamaica lose them loved ones because all them did feel say is that something them that go get over because them take a Panadol and I sweat out the thing. And now we see woman lose them husband, children dying, and is the chick V complication that cause it in relationship to some disease where them didn't have, where the government, I mean, I have to say the government, you know, because the people them rely upon the government for this information, not no individual doctor, it's the government. Just like how the government now say them have $5 million to go clean up the place because them realize say them is part of the thing now we need to do something, but them a react to it. And Jamaican people are dead. And we now hear them talk no loud. No, you see them talk about the Ebola now because them frightened now. Them get scared now, you know. One little Nigerian there in our hospital the other day, and him never have no Ebola, but two them look on him and say I'm Nigerian. All people in a wheelchair we can't walk, get up and run out of the hospital. People will have the what them call it, the thing where them push now, the drip. People draw out the drip and run out of the hospital because them see the Nigerian that come down the hospital. I tell you, it's not a laughing matter, but we have to laugh. It's better we laugh than cry, because if we cry, we'll get vexed and go do something we're not supposed to do. We have Miguel Land, good afternoon, sir.
Greetings, my brother. Blessings, one love.
All right, I don't know if you hear what we are talking about, so you see?
I was listening to most of it.
Oh, you was listening. All right, let me ask you a question now. Given that we, the citizens of Jamaica, is dependent on the government to inform us about something that is not in the interest of Jamaicans and in the interest of Jamaicans. For instance, if a flood go lick Jamaica, if a hurricane go come, the government always say, well, this is the precaution that you must take. Take it, do this, that. Couldn't we say that the Chick V is part of that process that the people rely on the government for information so as not to make the thing get out of hand that lead to death?
Well, firstly, a government has a duty of care to ensure that in its governance that it takes all reasonable steps, all reasonable and viable steps to ensure the safety and protection of its citizens. That's an overriding duty that a government has. To the point you're highlighting now, that the Ministry of Health clearly, in my humble view and many views that we have heard, both on the road and on the media, is that clearly the government not only responded to the situation late, but they responded in a very laxed manner. And eventually, I don't know if it was a government advisory that went out to say that you take Panadol, you take coconut water and so on, and that is the end of the matter. But certainly the response from the government was one that did not help, in my view, to educate the people to a level to say, well then, if you have other complications like asthma, high blood pressure, diabetes, and other ailments, then if you contract the Chick V, then you ought to take extraordinary steps in order to ensure that
you have control on these diseases.
Not complicate things more and could possibly cause death. No advisory went out in regard to that. Nothing was said, in my view. Nothing was done to ensure we should have had a campaign in the schools, in the colleges, in the churches, across the landscape, in the media, television, radio, internet, and so on, to ensure that persons now with other ailments would do something presentable. Not something reactionary as what happened in some instances, and which it would appear from what I've read caused death. So I certainly think that the government can be held responsible if it can be shown that persons relied upon their advice, acted in a certain manner and say, well, look, drink coconut water, take Panadol, and stay home and rest, and that will be sufficient. If persons can show that they acted upon that advice and it resulted in the death of their loved ones, then certainly they could think of a class action suit.
All right, but I ask you a question. I don't know if you remember that 5 persons out of one school, I think of 5.
Yeah, very technical.
Yeah, dead. 5 persons in that school are dead. And them say it's the complication of chikungunya. And them say that 2 of them did have high blood pressure.
Ailment.
Yeah, have an ailment. Up to that point, we never hear say that could have happened.
No, I found it very surprising. In fact, I contracted the Chick V and I treated it very, 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 very light.
Yes.
Because my entire household had it and so on. So I figured that the same way them have it and it just passed.
I saw you were going to do it,
Yes, I just took. In fact, I was glad when I had it, and so well then, at least I get over it.
Yeah, and I wonder how come I know have it yet and I don't get over it.
So when I saw that, because it did not occur to me that anyone could die from it.
I never did think so neither. I never did know that people got dead, Rasta. I mean, I tell you, say, this is something that is serious. And I don't want to use words loosely, but it almost comes to me like it's a genocide. It's like genocide upon the people, them. That
right.
I mean, I don't.
It wouldn't be genocide because we haven't had a mass set of murders, but certainly.
But if a man did not give you the information to save your life, you couldn't hold him for 2nd-degree murder. I mean, how you do it? How you work it at the court?
No, because inaction can be just as much as responsible for a death as action.
Yeah, so what would you charge that person for? The inaction of the person. What would you charge him for?
But in this case, it's not so much the inaction, Remember, they gave you advice.
Yeah.
It's just that they didn't. They never gave us the full advice.
Yes.
And they never. And their attitude was initially it did not exist. It was the false alarm. It was the people bigging up something which really is not so. So even persons with regard to Chick V that I knew who contracted Chick V was reacting because they said the government says not Chick V, it is a flu-like symptom.
Yes.
And it was when they went to doctor and other places and they said, no, that type of pain that they're feeling is not flu.
Yeah.
We have had flu several times and we have never feel these type of joint pains and these excruciating pains followed by your headaches and weakness of the body and so on. So, that was it. So the government's behavior could have led to even more persons being affected and could have led to more persons being affected badly.
And dying. Because we know now that there's a lot.
That it was a light. It was a light little
virus.
Thing yes.
All right.
So their inaction, in my view, and their advice, and their lack of further advice now to say that those with complications need to either see a doctor or need to take extra precaution because this thing now can destroy your resistance, because apparently that is what it helps to do.
Yeah, it does,
It will destroy your resistance to a level and therefore result in the finality of death, etc., etc.
All right, let me ask you a question. I have been speaking to quite a few people who say is either somebody in them family dead or them know somebody were dead, and we ask you what killed them. All of the people them say chikungunya. I say no man, something else did happen to the youth, so the somebody. Why them dead? So what did happen to them before? And them tell you, say it's either them did have diabetes or whatsoever. So me I say no. These families who lose loved ones because of the lack of information, in your capacity as a lawyer, Is there any way that these families could take action against the lack of information that was not presented to them that caused them to not take any action towards this thing?
Yeah, of course. Once you can show in law that you relied upon the advice of the minister of let us say in this case the minister or the Ministry of Health.
Yes.
That you relied upon their advice that the cure for chikungunya is Panadol, coconut water, and rest. And let us say a man that has passed, and his wife can show that, well then, that we all as a family, we relied upon that information which was given to us. We took all reasonable steps based upon that information. Yet it was only when we realized that he had some sort of complication in the blood and that the chickpea seemed to have exacerbated it and caused it death. Once you show that you rely on other people's advice, for example, I as a professional lawyer, and if I advise a man within a legal capacity, and the man rely upon my advice, and things go wrong for him, he can sue me. Because he didn't just rely upon any and anybody advice, he relied upon a professional person's advice. So it is in that capacity. You're not relying upon a man you buck up down the road who tell us to boil up Cersei and ginger and dandelion and drink and that will cure it. You are relying upon governmental advice in regard to how to react and to treat chickpea. Now, we would also have to show that it was actually that advice that came out. We'd have to get to the source of it. That whether it was the minister himself or the ministry, we would have to look at all the advisories that they sent out and that they gave on radio, television, newspaper, and so on. And once we can point it directly to them, persons would have a cause of action, in my view.
Well, I want the people them who has been speaking to me on the road, because we're on the road and people stop me, with the downtown there Sunday, and that thing, people always ask me, so we can do, because them know people who dead, some of them family dead, uptown, same way, people stop me in the elevator. Can you imagine me going at the elevator in the bank as a conversation about how come they never know, say, chickpea could have killed people, and for them grandmother or for them step uncle or something just dead so, and the doctor tell him, say, boy, I think did have diabetes and him never take care of it, them way there. So me don't know if why
right, because in other words, that person would not have died, No. Because they were managing their disease.
Yes.
Yes, what I mean. So it's not a situation where I'm thinking now of the type of defense that the government would come about, because they would have to say the person would have died anyway from that particular illness. And once it is shown and said, look, the man had this illness for over 10 years.
And he
has been managing it, he has been surviving and so on.
Just like a lady that look after my mother, she tell me of that situation that her husband didn't manage him have fears. He was up and about. She never did know, say, because him have chickpea, the same thing when I managed for 10, 20 years, would have kill him instantly?
Yes, that is a situation, because that would be their defense to say that the person would have died anyway. And we could counter that to show that they were managing their situation. They took the government's advice, not realizing that this thing would eat away even at that disease, eat away any medication for that disease, and could result in death. Certainly, the country relies upon the government.
Yes.
The government has a duty of care, a responsible duty to its citizens to ensure that it does everything reasonable and practical to prevent death of our citizens.
Give thanks, brethren, and give thanks to the advice again. We have to say give thanks. Them way there.
I
will still have a call you again about what go on with the Mario Dean thing for the next time. Still.
Yes.
All right, sir. Give thanks.
We keep in touch.
Click it.
The lotto jackpot is $100 million. Broke out of brokenness with Lotto. Buy your Lotto tickets now.
Yo, the Star presents Magnum.
Possibly.
Yes, this is the stepping razor, the art of war. You know, so we have a very interesting line of interview for do. Sidea Rose, she's a Jamaican-born nurse who was among medical personnel who treated the first Ebola case in the USA. She is a Jamaican-born lady, and we want to interview her about her experience being a nurse and treating this Ebola case. Obviously, she never have no fear. And obviously, she's still alive. And the man is dead. So we want to get a feel and an understanding. And this interview is also for the Ministry of Health. Because sometimes them say we love fight things and show no solution. Well, nobody can say Muta, all him do they blame this and blame that. What is him situation? What is him solution? Well, this interview is part of the solution. We are going to talk to somebody who experienced this and see what we can learn from this sister, you know, being a Jamaican herself in America. So, in a moment, we will have her. Where is my producer? In a few. All right. So, we're not playing no more music yet.
She's right here.
Okay.
One Panadol, one Panadol. One Panadol, one Panadol. Sir, one Panadol, one Panadol. One Panadol, one Panadol. Mosquito 1, mosquito 2. Mosquito jump in a hot color low. Mosquito bite me, mosquito.
Yeah, you know, say, the youth are sing about Panadol because of that him did hear as a little youth. At Panadol him did hear about. Nobody can tell him that. That Panadol him did hear about. You understand? And him hear about the mosquito too. Jumping out Kalalo. Okay. Okay, so on the line here we have Miss Rose who wants to say greetings. Miss Rose, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Mutabaruka. How are you?
I am totally okay if you are okay.
I can't complain, sir. Believe me, I would be lying if I do.
All right. All right. Your parents is Jamaican or you was born in Jamaica?
Both my parents are Jamaican. I was born and raised in Jamaica. Went to high school in Jamaica as
You're
well.
Serious? How long ago that? I don't want to give away age.
Well, as fabulous as I look for my age, I'm not ashamed of it. It was 20 years ago.
20 years ago you leave Jamaica?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And you have been living in Texas all this time?
No, I actually relocated from New Jersey to Texas about 7 months ago.
Oh, just 7 months?
Yes.
All right. So, what kind of nurse are you now? Are you what kind of nurse? Because we hear about nurses, you know, and them have different positions, situations. What kind of nurse are you?
I am a registered nurse. I have a bachelor's degree in nursing, and I work in emergency. I've been an emergency room nurse since I graduated.
Okay, and you've been working at this hospital, the Presbyterian Hospital, for how long?
For the past 7 months.
Oh, 7 months?
Yes.
Not very long, eh?
Not at all.
And to come to this big explosion, you know, that you are now wanting to do interviews all over the world.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah, well, we give thanks that you really accept our invitation to do this interview, because what we want, we just don't want to only hear as a Jamaican that you are a nurse who treated Ebola, but we want to know what is the things them that you did in that hospital so as not to you yourself get this virus, because we hear that a lot of people now is looking about these people is getting the virus. What we want to find out is, when did you know that you had to take care of this Mr. Duncan?
It was just the night that I went to work. I didn't have any knowledge of him or anything about him until I went to work that Sunday night that I was assigned to care for him.
So you didn't have no training about how to take care of Ebola patients or nothing?
Not at all. We've never experienced anything like that. Ebola is something that I have been reading about on my own So it's not something that we're exposed to on a day-to-day basis.
So when you hear that you have to take care of Ebola patient, what's the first thing come to your mind?
At first, like everyone else, it's like, this is a joke. It has to be a joke. I know that it's not true. Yeah. And then as the report went on, I realized that it's a possibility. Then as the night went on, then I realized that it is true. So
what did you do now? I mean, after hearing that you have to take your Ebola patient, what is the precaution that you were thrust into? What did they do to make you now prepare yourself to take care of this patient?
Well, first, of course, as I had mentioned before, that I did prepare I cried first, and then I just got myself together, and, our protective wear is something that we're trained on. That's not foreign to us. Mm-hmm. The spacesuit is new because we've never done anything like that. Yeah. But regular protective wear, that's something that you do use on a day-to-day basis. It depends on the kind of patients that you're caring for. Yeah. So that's never been anything new to me. So, putting it on and taking it off, I guess I could say that I am a professional at that because it's something that you have to do to protect yourself.
All right. So when you put on, the patient, Mr. Duncan, is in his room or wherever he is. You are not the only nurse that was treating him, but was taking care of him. Were you the only nurse? No?
I was. You
was the only nurse?
Yes, I was quarantined with him.
You're serious?
For the whole night, yes. One of the gentlemen who was on the panel with me, he came and assisted me a couple times throughout the night, but I was his primary nurse.
All right, tell me, carry through the journey now that you're in this room with this Ebola patient. What are you supposed to do?
Well, anything that he needed, that was, my responsibility as his nurse. Anything that he needed, whether it was medication, assisting him in any way that was necessary, checking his vital signs, just about anything. That was my responsibility.
And then how you treat now, when you come out of that room, what you do when you come out of that room, given that you have on this thing that was exposed to the man inside there, what they don't put on anything on him? Is there something that they put on him? He's just there like ordinary?
Yes.
With his pajama and whatsoever?
Right. I would just take my dirty gloves off, clean my hands with some hand sanitizer, put on fresh gloves. Then I would take my gown off and my shoe covers, change those gloves again, clean my hands, leave the room, and then I would wash my hands with soap and water and remove my mask so that as the night went on, I was, doing that, and I would change how I would do it. So I made sure that I never left the room and contaminate the other areas where I had to be.
With the same clothes? You don't leave the room with the same clothes on?
Well, I had the same clothes on because I had my scrubs on the whole night, but just not the gloves or gown or anything that I wore in the room apart from my scrubs.
All right, so is the room is it have compartments where you are here, you take off the clothes here, and how it work? What the room is like?
Just a basic single room, and then because I was in an entire area of the hospital that we were sequestered in, so I had the whole outside to myself, and he was just confined in his room.
Okay. So you could change in a little part and then put on your ordinary clothes and leave.
Right.
You don't have to come back to where he is. There's another exit that you leave out of.
No, not necessarily. It was just a regular area with just his room that I didn't have, that I would go in and out of with just one door, so we didn't have another room like that. But once you walk out his room, you're in that entire area of emergency, yes.
All right. So what was it like now, after you've done your work, going home to your family or seeing your friends? How were you treated by these friends and family? How did it work?
I left work that morning. My sister was waiting for me because she had to get to work. I made sure I did put on a new pair of shoe covers so that I wouldn't, bring anything into the vehicle. I wiped down the vehicle with some bleach wipes. I had already taken the precaution and quarantined myself. So I didn't pick up my niece from school. I didn't allow her to come back into my room or use my bathroom like she usually would, or play in my bed or do the things that she loves to do. I had kept her at bay. My sister, left work early so she could get her. So for those couple of days, I was quarantining myself and just kind of not sharing anything with her or with my family, because in the back of my mind, I knew what was happening, even though it wasn't out yet, but I kind of knew, so I was just taking precautions.
All right.
Yeah.
So when you heard that he died, what came over, when you heard that he died? Were you was there when he dead? I mean, or it worked?
No. I worked that Tuesday night into Wednesday morning, and he died while I was on my way home from work.
Oh, yeah?
He passed away, yeah.
So when you hear that now, you started to cry again?
Absolutely.
Wow.
Yes, absolutely. I was hurt because I was really hoping that we could have saved him.
So what did not happen? Why you think he died? I mean, because we have heard of other people getting over it. Why is it so unique to this person that he died and nobody else died?
Well, so many people are dying from the disease.
No, I mean in America at the same time. Because whenever he have his family having it, he was amongst his family. They quarantined his family in the house. They quarantined other people. They was looking for other people who they say might have come in contact with him. You have any other people who came in contact with him dying.
Right, and that's such a blessing. We're very happy that no one else who was around him, caught that terrible disease. I can attest to that. I know that my hospital and my colleagues did everything that they could and more to try to save his life, and unfortunately that wasn't the case.
All right, we're hearing of experimental Zima, the drug Zima that is used to help other people. Was there any sign of this drug being used on this man, Mr. Duncan?
I don't have access to his chart because once he left emergency, I didn't. I was no longer a part of his care.
Okay.
So I don't know what medication was given to him while he was there. Under my care, that's different. But again, I can't attest to that because I don't know.
Yeah, and what happened to all right, you was in quarantine for how long? After he died, how long?
I wasn't in quarantine until the 12th of October. They had me in, and then they pulled me back out and said I was no risk. And so I went about my business, and I was still using precaution amongst my family and friends, limiting my exposure to people, but I was still going to work. And I went into quarantine after I cared for the first nurse who came down with the illness.
Okay, so what happened to that nurse now? Where's that nurse?
She is at home, recovering and doing very well.
She has passed the so-called 21 days yet? She has passed that?
She came out before her 21 days because she was tested a couple of times and they found her to not have the virus anymore after treatment. Yes.
Yes, and it seems as if there's something in some people that the virus don't attack them like other people. I don't know. Maybe there's a genes thing that is happening. What do you think about that?
A couple of my colleagues and I, we've discussed that, and we're waiting for the science to prove that otherwise, because that seemed to be the case.
Yeah, that there's some genes in some people. All right. So the family of this Mr. Duncan, where are they now? Because it passed 21 days, passed over a month now. Where are these people that he was living with when he just landed from Liberia? Where are they?
They're still here in Dallas. The last I heard, they were just still, struggling to find a place to live, and that's been a problem for them because of the whole stigma.
Everybody afraid?
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Well, I tell you that a lot of it don't reach here yet, and people scared. A Nigerian went to a hospital here for some other ailment, and people in chair who couldn't walk get up out of the chair and run out of the hospital. so you know what's
I saw the cartoon.
Oh, yes. You saw the cartoon.
Yes.
Is that scary? So, tell me, what would you advise given that you were hands-on with this disease and as a Jamaican sister, what would you advise our government to do in order to prepare themselves and also in really taking care of an Ebola patient? What would you advise them on?
Well, again, just educate the medical team and the medical staff, educate healthcare workers, and give them adequate supplies that they will need. It's not going to be an easy thing. These patients, they do generate a lot of resources, and they're highly infectious, so you just have to educate healthcare workers and give them the resources that they need. Education is really important.
Key. Maybe you should come. Yes. Maybe you should come here in Jamaica and give them some training. No, serious. Maybe you should come here and give them some training. Given that your training was hands-on. I listening to you.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, you never go to the university and get no trips and what. It was hands-on. So that hands-on sometimes is much better than sitting down in a class preparing for it, because then hands-on and you're still alive, so it was doing something right.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
So I don't know if maybe it's a possibility that you should come here. Maybe the government will want to pay your airfare to come here.
I wouldn't let them do that.
Why not? Tell me. Why?
I don't want to take advantage of my countrymen.
Okay. I can't see you reading the news there, but you're reading the news there. But no, I mean, if the possibility arises that someone need your hands-on education about this thing, would you be willing to? How long have you not been? Have you been to Jamaica? How long have you been to Jamaica?
I haven't been home now in 2 years.
Then that's not long, man.
Yes, it is very long.
So you don't want a holiday, man? A working holiday? You want a working holiday?
Yeah.
I mean, if somebody decides, say, all right, we need the sisters, a Jamaican sister, to give us some hands-on argument, reasoning about the treatment of this Ebola case before it reach here. It's like preparation. I know you wouldn't say no, really. I mean, why would you want to say no?
I guess you're answering for me.
Of course, I answered for you, because maybe the possibility can arise. All right, we want to give thanks. Give thanks for your time and your energy for really.
Thank you so much, sir.
Respond to this interview, and I hope I meet you again. I say again because I feel like I'm meeting you now. And I know that when you're going through Canadian airport now, they ask you, when last you been to Texas? That's weird.
It's funny that I got my letter from Department of Homeland Security yesterday telling me that I was cleared because I was put on a travel ban since the 18th of October, and they just took me off on the 3rd.
Just travel ban? I mean, to go anywhere?
To go anywhere. They had my name at all
the airports.
All airports.
You serious?
Yes, sir.
Like a terrorist?
It would seem like it.
Yeah, like a terrorist.
I guess you could look at Ebola as.
This sister who came back as one of the help in Liberia. She was put under almost like an house arrest, and she refused to stay in her house and tell the government, or tell the new, I think it's New Jersey. And she said she's not staying in her room, so she take bicycle rides to show them, said nothing do happen to her. She's fit. You don't hear anything else about her? Have you heard last year about her?
It was last weekend. She, was apologizing and stating that she would comply with what was being asked of her, because her neighbors were very upset and uncomfortable with the situation. Imagine.
But she's past the 21 days now, though.
She should be.
Yes,
she should be.
Yes. Well, as I said, going through Canada, they asked you this question. When last you been to Texas? So I don't know if you people coming from Texas to Jamaica now, you will be asked that similar question. I doubt it, though, but it's something to think about.
I would think so, but again, they said to me if I would want to travel, just make sure that I have that letter in hand.
To say that. Okay. All right, give thanks, Miss Rose. I really appreciate it. Give thanks to talk to you. You know what I mean?
Thank you, and you enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, man, give thanks. Yes, that was Cedia Rose, a Jamaican-born nurse who was among medical personnel who treated the first Ebola case in the U.S. You know, his name is Thomas Eric Duncan, and he died. And this was a lady who was looking about him in his room. This was a lady who was looking about him in his room. A Jamaican. We in the thick of everything. No matter what it is, you have a Jamaican there. You understand? Me I tell you, no matter where they though. And me I bet, you know, there's a brethren in a Liberia right now, a Jamaican brethren want to come Jamaica for Christmas holiday. And you know, so he can't move. He can't move because there's no flight that him going to go on to go anywhere in the world. Yes, so him have to just stay there and just go eat up him room and think about the sunshine. Think about IRFM and all everywhere there. Just tune it to IRFM and get like the Christmas breeze. And so, but now you go to Canada, them ask you know, about Texas, you know. Where, how long you been to Texas? Have you been to Texas? Dallas, to be specific. And them Canada, they ask you diplomatically too, you know. Yeah. Anyway, we want to say Jamaica, we in everything. And this is one of the cases of Jamaica in the boiling part in everything. That this sister, you know, is a Jamaican who was taking care at this first Ebola case. Now them say she pass her now. She free now. She know in the quarantine. You hear that? Anyhow, she have a land of Jamaica airport. Immigration with a half duty immediately. They hear she come. Them say she? No sir. Immediately half duty. You don't say much immigration send up outside and say, no sir, me not going there. And she did a look about the man and the man dead. Oh me no say. I don't send them to that, I don't have to kill you half. You think Jamaica easy? Jamaica not easy. Alright. Yeah, show me. Somebody send a text and say, very technical in the school where the children died. Teachers. Yes, the teachers them died. Yeah, okay, that was the chick reason we didn't have before. But we're glad so we could have get to talk to the sister here. You know, we're glad so we could have talked to the sister here for really hear from, yeah, Miss Rose, Cedia Rose. Yeah, we're glad to say we could have talked to her because, trust me, when we get there, when we wanted to speak to her, she was talking to our beloved producer, Samantha. She said, why she really like getting more interview? Because the amount of people we are calling her for do interviews, she not getting more interview, but we have that magic. You know them way there? Yes. Samantha have that magic that when she got to do something, it is done. And you know, say the lady said she's a Jamaican, so you know, say she must hear about cutting edge and running a stepping race and all that to IRFM. What? Yeah, man. If any other radio show she want to do is right or so. So we give thanks. Favor. Well, the Jamaican musician them not easy. I tell you, Jamaican musician not easy. What? Yeah, the time is 4 o'clock. And this is the Stepping Razor, the art of war. Okay, here we go. Yes.
Hello.
Step in. Yes, sir.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm okay, sir.
Good. I just want to say a few things in about 2 minutes or so.
Yeah.
A lot of us know for some time, and some don't know yet, that you are truly among the best journalists on air in Jamaica. It might sound funny to some, but you think about that. That interview with that lovely Jamaican nurse, it is an excellent move, eh? And
well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
Yes, and I hope it makes the newscast this evening. I can't dictate to anybody, you know. I'm just an old retired journalist now. But excellent girl, excellent woman, excellent interview. And as a matter of fact, I was thinking for some weeks now, whether somebody couldn't find out if any Jamaicans were involved in West Africa especially in Texas too. Because you know, as you say, we are everywhere. Eh? Good.
It's a good example of that we are everywhere.
And Romana.
At the front line.
Too.
Yes, on the front line too. She was on the front line.
Yes, man. And almost fearless too, you notice it?
Yes.
Courage, had to be a Jamaican woman.
Yes.
Now the final thing is, you and Miguel, when you were talking to Miguel earlier,
yes,
I was getting a bit anxious that he didn't seem to be taking you to where he ended up finally, talking about the possibility of court action, you know, class action in court against the government.
Yes.
All right. So I told Sam, I called Sam and told her to pass on a message to you, and I was giving her 4 words. And I'll give you the 4 words now that could help to direct a case like that. If the authority, the expert, I'm going to use the word expert too, doctor, lawyer, engineer, whatever, you can claim in court that they misled you with their information or misdirected you towards, and the other key one now is misrepresent, a very highly legal word. And another highly legal one is misdirect you. If you can prove all of those, some of those, one of those, then your case is good.
Okay, well...
And I would say the question I asked was good, because, and I would agree with you, it seems to me that a lot of what the government or the authorities did or didn't do, bank on those words, could be proven easily in court.
All right. In your estimation, what do you think of those 3 examples you gave? Which one of them you think could stand up in a court of law?
It depends. The answer is straight. It depends on the skill of the litigant and his or her
lawyer,
the defense.
Yes.
Either of them could win. Also, they win your case. Also, depending on the amount of evidence you present, the open-mindedness of the judge, what is happening in society, because judge is supposed to rule as well based on what's happening around them in the society, to make an example of people and things and situations, and to prevent the further erosion of a bad situation.
Yes.
So it could win easily depending on the generosity of the judge, his or her knowledge of the law, the research done, and a host of other angles. But to me, what happened in Jamaica could easily win you a case based on what's happening now.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You go on to the work. Listening.
Yes, sir. And
I only hope that people, practitioners in the force of state, which is journalism, media, will listen, be more careful and subtle and thinking deeply, because a lot of what passes for governance and power, use of power, and so on, it deserves to be in court. To be tested in court.
Of course, definitely.
But we're not learning class action yet.
Yes.
In America, it is a commonest thing.
Yes.
But in Jamaica, by the way, Muta, I say one last thing to you.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why we don't sue authority figures, hospitals, ministries, governments, etc., doctors, is because we are afraid of authority.
Yes.
I hate to say, but it's a residue of the slave idiom.
Yes.
Afraid of our own shadow, afraid of we are too Christian, we are too loyal.
Yes.
We go to work, we don't miss a day from work, and we only 38 years of work, and we get a watch and a handshake, and at the end, and we are happy and we are pleased.
Yes. That's
so
true.
you go on do your thing.
Yeah, man. Give thanks, sir. Give thanks.
All the best.
Yes. Step in, razor.
Ill prosperity.
Blessed man.
Yes, Muta. I just have some words to share with you in a very short time. Yeah. Words of prosperity. I Sabatut, a declare Mutabaruka, a living legend within the whole Jamaica word, sound and power within Jamaica industry of teaching the youth them, uplifting the nation.
All right, sir.
I don't want to say it first night on the buzz, but I declare it now.
Yeah.
And when I ask the Muta, Which honor is the highest honor that the government give to people certain time of the year when you see them giving out OD Governor General? Which honor is the highest honor?
Me don't know which honor them. Me don't know where them give. Me don't know where them give no bridging. Believe you me.
Me ask you something now, Munta. You get OD from the government or the Governor General.
You mean overdose? Boy, them overdose will know if you know.
But you know what I mean.
Overdose. No, sir. Me a normal Jamaican like you, man. Me get.
Well, here this is Saba official with the I know. We see over the years a lot of people within the Jamaican society that get these honors, the Jamaican merit, the OD and everything, and some of them doing them work. Some of them maybe they're in the office and doing them work, but we know the Jamaican people at the clear motor to get a high honor within our Jamaican society, because it is not like one time when them said the Rasta man a black heart man them have eyes in the gully. We see Rasta in a parliament, Rasta in a bank,
Rasta on radio.
Everything. So right now, Rasta take a stand. Even Rasta business, the rich man them are try to lick out. Meaning that the Rasta man used to have him idols to shop right this way you can get a $300 meal. Now in the uptown, the same idols to meal it all $2,000 a grand.
Yeah, but you have Rasta man who set up the official restaurant as well, so we can't complain.
Rasta I hear this before I go.
Yeah.
Within the media ever broadcast that there was a Jamaican lady, but that just interview in Texas was dealing with this Ebola.
I don't know, Bridget. I tell you the truth. I don't know. I'm not going to say no because I don't know.
Well, me I tell you now, as some know say, me know a long time, but IRFM just approve to the world, not only the nation of Jamaica, that them is the #1 radio station on planet Earth. Here why now? Look how much media house in a Jamaica, and none of them never try if even fly got to interview this lady at a Jamaica. No man, the thing look bad on them, man. And for so long,
no, it no look bad on them. I just show them. Maybe them never know about it. I don't just watch out. You see, most of the time, I can tell you my thing about that program. You know, when me ask my producer them for. Even though we like hear the normal news, they will come out at Glen and Observer. But me always want Samantha Keshima look for the news where don't reach the Glen and the Observer. So it's when me sit on my house. It's when me sit on my house and me go through my computer. If me see something when me feel such that day, me just call Samantha, call Cabo and say, Cabo, you see that person there, that person there, and that person them want, and no care where them there in the earth. You see Samantha, me don't know where she have. Anywhere, that person that there, she going to go find them before Thursday. You see Keshima, anywhere, that person there, she going to go find her. So we have to look at it and say, yeah, you know, them way it'll work.
And you see the family of IRFM, because I not call them no team.
And you know, say your 2 minutes, and your 4 minutes, and your 5 minutes gone, long time. So we're going to give thanks to the call. Here, give thanks to the call, brethren.
Legend, Mutabaruka, the living legend.
Lad.
Your time for rise, so you can't watch that. You don't stand for something, you're gonna fall for anything. We are the day to solve the problem, the day to make a better way. The only day we can depend on. So let us start.
But I want to tell you something too, you know, it's enough things we say on this program here where them not investigate, where them need to investigate, because all couple months down the line here, everybody are jump up and down about the place. You know, anytime we talk certain things, we not talk, it's like how we are telling us, say, almost 200 people dead from chikungunya, and you not see that in a no newspaper, you not see that nowhere. So it might sound like me, I speak about certain things. Well, it's the same way when we talk about the chickpea and how much people did have it. You hear the minister come out and say, confirm case, it is only 20 yard. When a woman clear out a St. Thomas, we start to know now. But why you look my friend in a St. Thomas, you know, believe you me, mama. Me love you more than how Jesus love little children. Just when she call and start tell you how much people in a fair area have it, people could have sounds like say she hype up the thing. But it's true, the woman did attack. And the same day when we are talking about the something, the hospital call we text your thing and show us what the minister talk about. Them treat 40 odd case and more than they set up a try look treatment. So we not just talking because we want to make no trouble, even though we are make trouble. Because anything we're doing at Jamaica right now, if it's not in line with the government, them feel say you make trouble. Last night we play a thing about money from the cutting edge, and we are say if the Peter Phillips could have just listen to all the tape there, for sure say when him say there was no other alternative, it's just something where him supposed to say, because that is what it lead to. It lead to there was no alternative. Well, there's other alternative, but you say, oh, them set the program. These people in a them high position, these Rockefeller and Rothschild and Bilderbergers and all of these people control of the world, the scene. You can't see nothing outside of where them set in front of you. You have to be radical like all Castro. Where 50 years them have embargo upon Castro. And right now when you look on Cuba, the healthcare system in Cuba is much better than America, where it's a first world country. There is no illiteracy in Cuba. And we know, say, when America sends soldiers go to Liberia, the Cuban them send doctors to Liberia. The Cuban them send army in Angola. So, it's not, and it's just 90 miles them there from we. So we have to know, say, really and truly, there's something wrong with we. If you continue pursue the line with them while you pursue, when you know, say, it's a little better for you if you study your thing and do what you want to do. You understand? That's how it go. Step in, click it.
Mother's Bakery. Enjoy our yummy banana bread and cinnamon Danish today. Available in select supermarkets island-wide. The time brought to you by Mother's Bakery is...
Yeah, the time is 16 minutes past over 4 o'clock.
The Lotto jackpot is $100 million. Broke out of brokenness with Lotto. Buy your Lotto tickets now.
You know, we mentioned Bongo Daniel, the passing of Bongo Daniel. Bongo Daniel night will be held at the family home in Freeman's Hall. Why know that is taking place? And it's this Saturday, the night, and it starts at 10 a.m. You're going to have some, what you call, music by sound system. I think Sizzler sound system going to provide the musical tribute in the day, and then in the evening we're going to have the Nyabingi chanters chanting. So this is with Bongo Daniel, and then on the Sunday the funeral will take place at the Freeman Hall Primary School. Freeman Hall Primary School, and that is the interment will be at the burial at the family plot. Yes, the burial at the family plot. So all of this Saturday, the night, family home, Freeman Hall, 10 a.m. in the day, in the evening, chanting, and then on Sunday will be the funeral. And the service will take place at the Freeman Hall Primary School. Okay, so we continue the journey. Continue the journey. Here we go. Yes, step in.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
I am doing quite okay.
This is Aramuma.
Oh gosh, man, Aramuma, how you doing?
Good. I'm trying to talk to you from May.
And you can't get through to me?
No, I did leave a message. I don't really want to talk everything on the ear, but...
Alright, don't talk everything on the ear. Because I know business and fast,
and right? Congratulations you on the 2-year anniversary.
Yeah, today is the 2nd year, yes.
Yeah, yes. And the wonderful job you're doing.
Okay, give thanks.
God bless you and keep up the good work.
Thank you very much, Mama.
Yeah.
Alright?
Yeah.
Alright, give thanks.
Yeah.
And no say... I remember on left IRFM, you know, it's two lady who I get nervous, no, them ask, how them there? Them there behind me, me can't turn my neck, you know, my neck creak. Me never want my neck creak, no boy, alright, there, you know. Oh, me have chicken fever, me have symptoms of chicken fever. I've got some beers. Oh, my neck, me have to turn the whole of my body for look. Me have to turn the whole of my body for look, you know, but Don't be there no chickpea and me have symptoms of chickpea. Because my friend, before I said the car told me like, you know, like 180 degrees. 180 degrees. Though, I mean, I'm usually 360 degrees, my head. Do it at work. Anyway, we are come up to music news right now. You know, the lady have a radio program at the night there, you see. May I tell you, the whole village is listening. I tell you this, the whole village is listening. I kid you not, the whole village is listening. And it is very wonderful what she's doing in the night, especially for lonely men. Okay, here we go. Before at our 29 minutes, so we can't play the music then. We can't play the music before it. So make a click pad.
At what point he became aware that this gentleman was about to come to Jamaica? Was he traveling here on the invitation of the organizers of the $1 million? Well, it's really $1 million. It's $4 million.
Jamaica Gold, the finest Jamaican brown sugar. Clean, clear brown crystals. Nature's energy food.
The time by Jamaica Gold. The best brown sugar is...
Yeah, the time is 4:30 and it's music news.
Attention radio station. Welcome. Please back away from your radio. I like new music, news talk, updates with artist drops, listener drops, sound effects, and movie drops.
Hey, what's that?
Music news.
Local.
Music news. International.
Welcome to music news.
It's the news time.
I forget all the name of the program. Sure, auntie, this is the step in the razor. I could tell you last attack on the bike. I tell you. Okay. All right. So, I'm going to ask a question, you know. You understand? I'm going to ask a question. All right. If you have a man who used to fire gun and kill people, and him come on the television and I admit, say him use a fire gun, but now him become a Christian and him help gunman who used to kill people to become Christian in him church. I want to know if these people are absolved from the murder that they committed because they have no turn around them life and there's no worship in Jesus Christ. Because I am realizing that if you're a gunman right now and you want to escape the law, all you have to do is go get baptized in a church and turn Christian. Police not going to find you. Because obviously, man can come on television, tell you say he was gunman, was doing terrible things out there, but because him turn a Christian now, him is now a national hero because he has now turned around other murderers from the gun and is now worshiping Jesus. I don't know if the church and state mix up right there, so, but what I'm telling the family of these people that these gunmen killed, Jesus take them into consideration and not the people them who was in was killed. I don't know what's going on. I just ask a question. If somebody use a fire gun, come on the television and tell you them use a fire gun, and him also tell you that there's a lot of man who use a fire gun, who used to kill people, but them turn them life around now and is now Christians. Are they still guilty of the crime of murder? Are they absolved from this life of crime because they are now Christians? Because I want to know that seriously, you know. I want to know seriously. Because I am thinking on the people them who these people kill. And if it is that, them can just kill people so. And then get up and turn Christian because the Holy Spirit take them over and them baptize in the name of Jesus. And that is the end of that. They will be charged no more for crime because them was doing that before them was Christian. The police now go find them. So maybe all the gunmen them in Jamaica who want to escape the law right now and want to stop fire them gun, all in Africa do is turn Christian, baptize and turn Christian, and then nobody will come shooting at Uno in the garrison them. People now know say Uno is Christian and Uno do into that. I don't know how that work. I don't know how that work, but I just throw it out there.
Well, in come the thing called IKEA. Sugar day up on the one.
Yes, step in. Hail.
Yeah, Mota, hail.
Yeah, blessing.
Yeah, man, I can respect. The interview they had earlier with the nurse lady.
All right, I don't know why. Yeah, talk now, talk.
Yeah, man, really interview they still. Believe me, cause me I say.
Wait, hold on a minute. What you sound muffled up like you muffled up. Me don't know. You talk.
You hear me clear now?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, when me I say the interview they were all the lady earlier, nurse.
Yeah.
Yeah, me I say, read the interview, cause me I say, it seems as if even all the chick video, people not fall up on the job.
Yeah, them fall down and broke them neck.
Yeah, and as a recent thing, they in a parliament, they must say like a joke, my runs, they come like a be a joke in there.
Who did I run joke?
No, man, the thing I'm there with one of the minister, I'm saying I run a little joke.
Oh, you mean AJ Nicholson?
Yeah, so look at a be a joke, everyone for real.
Yeah, well, I don't joke at them, Rasta. You're the one who play, so we talk about $1 million, million man. You know,
yeah, the one they were.
A pure joke.
Joke, them a big joke, man. What may I say still say? Last night on the cutting reel.
Cutting edge, yeah.
Cutting edge, yeah. What may I say? The thing they will play with the money, they take there. Them available. They have them people to see them. Gentlemen,
well, you know, you see, CLN get null and void. You can't go on the internet and find them thing there, Just go in for Shadow 2 and put money, yes, and then maybe to come. I don't know, it's long time I have that tape there, Me played about 3 times already for the cutting edge over the past 15 years.
Me heard, see, but me never hear it with me. I say it's interested. Me never really get it.
Yes, a whole heap of people are calling about it. No people are calling about it. Another old Peter Phillips calling about it too.
Well, he need more. He need it.
Yeah, so
I think that's him.
Yeah, so I need you to go up on YouTube and put in Shadows.
Yeah.
2.
Shadows 2.
Yeah, and put in money.
Okay.
Yeah, and see if it come up. If it don't come up, I don't know how you're gonna get it.
Alright, well, let me try that right away.
Yeah, alright, blessed man. Yes, and enough people are calling about that tape the last night, Believe you me. Sometimes you play some things over and over, you feel that too much people hear it already, but I want to tell you, say, I get more call now, since last night, about the tape, than when I did play it first, about 15 years ago. As a matter of fact, this is the 3rd time I played that tape, because them did have a next one about money. Where them I show you how them kill the leaders, them, including Bob Marley, in the tape. But years ago we played them tape there in the 90s, early 2000s, you understand? But it come fresh again, it come very fresh. Yes. Step in.
Yeah.
Blessed man.
Give thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You put too much full stop in between your language, Get some comma in it.
What you say, King?
No, you may say you put too much full stop in between the word them. You have to put comma.
Okay. I'm on a call from overseas, man, so the clarity wasn't...
No, the clarity all right, man. I don't length that time when you say the other thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, give thanks, Mota. You know what I'm saying? I man want to use the opportunity to elaborate on the point pertaining to the effects of positive vibration towards humanity, towards any individual. Because a spiritual nation like Africans who born in Jamaica, have been always seeking to find the spiritual connection towards how is it they can live accordingly to how whatever makes them feel joyful. And it is only because of the mistranslation of information that has been edited and passed on to generations and generations. Why is it this thing has been misinterpreted? Because I have to know, say, I are Bible.
What you say them are misinterpret? What you say them misinterpreting? You say them overpass generation, they misinterpret. What they misinterpret?
Okay, such as whatever things I desire. If you want to actually develop that state of being, it shall be yours. In for instance, in the Bible, they may state it as whatever you pray for and believe that you receive, you shall receive. Okay, and it is less within a person recognizing that we have to incorporate the vibration of the desire that you have, because I and I are eternal. I and I are vibrational beings. Okay, if you even look up the definition of the word human being, it shows you that the word being, B-E-I-N-G, also have a simile called God, Jah. Okay, so I and I cannot run from the thing that I and I are Jah in our flesh, because it's only because of people don't want to personally study, or you do have the opportunity to study, but you ignore it. Why is it these information are not readily translated? But I and I as Rasta have always heard Bob sing Rastaman vibration positive during the 90s with the more fire, such as you hear Capitan was imparting upon the nation the manifest the activities of your thinking. Also, I've heard you, Muta, spoken about the creativity of thought. Okay, now, the other day I was standing somewhere and I heard a Jamaican come up, and this man's expression was, "What a mash-up yard right now." And I stand up there and hear this man express that a flu, a mash-up yard. And I'm going to have to start there and look, because I notice we are so negatively conditioned that every time you see some people, they don't recognize the negativity of thought that they have, thought vibration. Remember now, this is not just about you trying to say, oh yeah, think positive. You have to feel the energy of the desire that you have. That's why Solomon wrote it in Proverbs 23 verse 7, as a man thinketh in his heart. Your heart doesn't literally provide thought, but your heart emits that electromagnetic frequency to the universe to Jah, as a man thinketh in his heart. Your heart doesn't literally provide thought, but your heart emits that electromagnetic frequency to the universe to Jah, but Jah I respond to. That's why in James 1, you hear Jah tell us, look not to Jah for anything, because Jah is responding to your vibration.
All right, here we know, Bridget. Hold on, Bridget. You see, all what you said that, so now, it's going to take a long time for you to get round to actually what you really want.
Yeah,
so,
but I'm on a
you have the whole of the program. Wait now, I saw the, what them call it, cash pot? I saw cash pot time now. Believe you me, I can't entertain you to keep saying.
Not the hour.
Yeah,
right.
So call me, call me upon the cutting edge.
Trying to get in.
Wait no man, call me upon the cutting edge. You will have a longer time upon the cutting edge, yeah? Right now, call me upon the cutting edge. All right, we have to move, brethren, we have to move. Yes, may I tell you, the brethren have enough things to say, don't it? If I have enough things to say, Rasta, I was peeping time that over there, so. All right, so we are lining up for the cash pot. We know, say, okay, it not reached us yet. It not reached us yet. All right, it not reached us yet. Maybe we could pitch this little and then. You see, now the virgin go down and say, then all my same couldn't make me talk a little longer, then I play music. And so you get in a trouble, you know. Brethren, I don't be calling it here, sir. Trust me, I don't be calling. Because we do about it. If me don't know, would have makes it up. Because I say, oh, the one Muta state. So I'm talking about me can't talk no longer. Me and play music. Yes, this is the stepping razor. Boy, I couldn't tell Will last I said something. Believe you, I couldn't tell Will last I said something. From 5 o'clock, I said, okay, I'll wait for something to say. And I forget what I'm going to say, that's serious thing. All right. Well, we said this day is exactly 2 years since this program started, and it has got through. Hope so the people them really tune in. And this is a tune where we all them said, are you boss tune? Yes. This is a tune where we used to play when we just start from a youth name.
Muta.
Blessed.
Bless up.
St. Thomas, this is not hear the voice.
Yeah, the taxi man then say, you know, if you call me St. Thomas, if you call me right name. He can't call me Muta, man, the taxi man.
Them call you Muta?
Yeah, Muta, they call me.
Yes,
Come, Muta, come here, the taxi.
All right, Muta, so you do?
Me all right.
Well, the chickpeas look like it's still holding the dung out there.
Yeah, because you say when I come Sunday.
Yeah, that
the chickpea have me wicked Muta.
So you never get to celebrate your birthday good?
Yeah, me celebrate it, but look like I too, me celebrate it, make it hack up back for me, and me sprint it when made up for 95. That hack up back for me, Muta.
Well, that them say no, them say any little thing where you did that before start to hack up on you, so.
Yes, Muta.
And them things they never tell you, them never tell you all of them something there.
No, they never tell you all of them things there, Muta.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
you know,
they never tell you at all, Muta. Because in my district, I can't count how much people have it. About 3 persons have it.
Don't have it?
Don't have it in my district.
Eh?
Yeah.
You know, say them have a relapse thing going on right now that if you know, do certain resting and all them something, you can have a relapse, you know.
Yeah, because about 3 days, I feel like I go dead in a motor. My daughter said, Mommy, stop work, so. Because me have to do the house work and the yard work, motor.
But then if me come down, if about 2 weeks straight, me see you come down, so and appear dancing, your friend them depend.
Yeah, motor.
Me think say you could have work out the chick V, but it come like
no,
it
take me more when time I exercise also.
Yeah, you don't have exercise. Them say you don't have no exercise when you have it. So
okay,
how you feel now? How you
motor.
feel now? How you feel now?
Yeah, me still feel the pain, motor. Me still feel the pain, but we still come Sunday a van where I use this time. Bus, while like a bus.
Hey, let me tell you something, man.
Yeah.
Hey, John T, you know, you could have to go put that thing there in the car park downstairs, you know. I don't know how upstairs I go hold you, you know. Billy, hey, you see last week Sunday? You see last week Sunday?
Yeah.
The place they couldn't cut no more.
Cut no more. Everybody I hear about it, you know, because I tell people about it, you know, motor.
Yeah. So me I tell John T, say, why John T come like you have to go put it, you know, that a big car park over the other side of the road.
Yes, me know over there.
Look like I over there, so I have to go put it little more. But because
yes, because I big up my Waterhouse friend them because I invite them down a Forever Young.
So you book up some Waterhouse friend down there?
No, me I pick them up and tell them so we want to see them down the Bubbles Mama lady, everybody.
A pure woman you talk about. A pure woman you mentioned down there, so you know.
No, Mama lady Rasta man have the restaurant.
Mama lady Rasta man, what a terrible thing that now because say it's a pure woman you just mentioned. But me know that you have some man will come down there and he stand up the whole night and know what dance, you know, him have him hand in him pocket. You know how I feel for him pocket. Cause me know say no money in him pocket. The man them come with some long pocket, they not drink nothing. And them all the whole night them have them man in them pocket. And the woman them just a dance. So it's like the woman them no care.
I like we not care, we just a dance.
Yeah,
right, most of the woman and dance.
Yeah, man, come for have fun. Anyway, we give thanks here, you come. We tell the people them in that center.
Remember me present, me I come, me never come Sunday to the good night, no, but remember me.
No, you want to. You say anytime you come there, anything
yes,
where you want.
Sunday we down the power neck.
No, anything where you want.
I invite everybody down a 48 West Street motor.
Really,
I down the nice, down the turn up.
A whole heap of people. Hey, Junior Reid, come down there that night, you know.
Yeah, me and Junior Reid, I bet Junior.
Wait, no, Junior Reid, come down there Sunday. Junior Reid say,
I'm sorry I never come to see
you. Wait, no, him no, Junior, him no, Muta. I saw you going down here. Oh, you never know there's so much people downtown at night time.
Yeah, because I live at Balmoji Avenue, I'm used to the Wentworth Avenue, so I know him and him know me.
Me know say about come back though. Me know say about come back.
Yeah.
Him can't believe there's so much people down there at the 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock a man in there.
Yeah, man, motor. Wait, me I tell everybody. So down there go turn up, because we tell them down there nice, and that's for the place.
Yeah.
Yeah,
me go come at St. Thomas, you know.
Yeah, man, I want everybody. When the party I go on, everybody comes there, yes, so you come motor.
No, me there Belmont.
Yeah, you tell me.
Belmont Academy. So tell me something, me come there, me can't stay overnight.
Yeah, yes, motor.
You have single bed or double bed? Which one?
A double bed motor.
Double bed?
A queen size.
You have queen. Whoa! You have queen size bed. All right.
Yes, motor.
All right, mama.
Yeah, me I big up the whole Jamaica. Motor, we say.
But wait, are you one sleep on your queen? Wait, me talk about your bed, man.
And me and my friend sleep on your Janet.
Yeah,
Let's big up Janet.
Then that no nicer then. That,
keep me company.
On the queen side bed. On the queen side bed.
Yes,
That means you know the two queen them can't sit lay down over that side and me just over the king side. Me can't see over the king side part because you must have a king side over the other side. All right, ma'am. May I look forward to see you, yeah, mama?
Yeah, Mota, yeah, big up.
Give thanks, yes. Yeah, I'm afraid them. Believe you me, them jolly and nice. They make the place lively at Sunday time, you know? Them come there with enough people. At St. Thomas, them a drive from Sunday night time, you know? Come down this and drive. 4 o'clock a morning, they drive go back at St. Thomas, you know? But them sweet, man. Them sweet. Okay, which part we there now? All right, click it. Yes. Yes. Step in.
Mota?
Yes.
Happy anniversary, 2 years anniversary.
Give thanks, give thanks.
Yes, and continue, you know, because I really enjoy it. And sometimes I want to tell you your program keep with sanity sometime to go on.
Eh?
Yeah, man. Sometimes we keep with sanity, you know.
All right, mama, give
I
thanks.
want to big you up on that interview with the nurse. I want to tell you, you know. But then, I know, so when the lady attack, when she just start talking, you know, so me start crying. Because I said, boy, me can imagine the fear where she have, where she get when time she hears say she have to work with the Ebola man. You know?
Yeah, she said she really did sorry for him too. She's sorry for him, you know?
Yeah, me hear her, man. I real nurse that man.
Yeah, man, a real and a Jamaican too.
Yes,
a Jamaican.
that make it, you know, that make it even better, you know. So we, you know, was a Jamaican.
Right up front, with them right at the thick of the thing all the while, all the while. And even though them, sometimes it sound like things gone. Even though it sound like some things last, but you know, so you have something there for hold you still. And that is one of the things them where you have to hold you, that you hear a nurse where they deal with the Ebola patient and the Ebola patient dead, but it's still.
She alright,
yeah,
you know?
she alright, yeah, man.
They want to me, I call up my friend and say, listen to Muta, you know, because here, my interview with the nurse lady there, you know. You know, I kind of touch him. To me, because he's a very sentimental person.
Yeah.
Everything that touch me, make me cry.
Yeah, man.
I'm not really watching news, because too much things go on, make that cry. You know? And
like
you know, me just
you're
want to say to the
girl,
youth,
eh?
No, I just want to say to the youth them in Jamaica, say, if we stop the crime and violence and they take a disadvantage that it are the little picnic them like the little boy, they were the little demon them and, you know, and all of them thing there. Just allow the youth them, make them be themselves and stop rape the little girl them and all them something, you know?
All right, mama, give thanks, yeah?
To the man them and Jamaica. Make the people them grow up, man. Make them
of course. Make them have fun and know
yes,
say
man,
them
make them grow up like a
mind.
child. Make them grow up and stop turn them in a big somebody. Even the parents them too, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes of them, you know, because they have your little 6-year-old, you have to text them finger, you have put in piece in them here and the little piece of impy skimpy something when they put on the little pick them. You know, you have turn them in a big somebody before time. Pick me if you grow up as pick me.
Yeah, man, I true you that. I true you that, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Give thanks, yeah, mama?
Yeah, man, alright.
Yes, give thanks, man. A true thing. You have some little pick me, you know. You see them all a certain place. You believe that's some big woman, you know. And when you ask them, how much you will is? Them say, me at 13. And I said, the way you do them was a night, yeah. Them say, Mota. You know, so we have to eat food too. You think they're easy? You think they're easy? Mota, what you can do for me? How true you don't know what me I go through a data? Mota, what you can do for me? 13. Eh? 13? What you mean if 13? No, you know, them don't look like 13, but it's when me ask them now, so tell me something, how much you will is? 13? I said, then how you talking so low? Because them know why you know still, you know, but after a while, you look on them good and you realize them are really 13 for true. But through them have on the whole heap of make down and the little hat where them call it falls here. A hat me call it, you know. Yeah, because me don't really want to get vexed with none of them woman there, you know. Some say, boy, I like your hat, you know. You know, see, your hat look pretty. Because every day, you have some of them change them hat every day, you know. You have some blue hat, purple hat, green hat. And when them put it over them face, them look like Nicki Minaj. They look like Nicki Minaj, you understand? Because Nicki Minaj change your hat every day too, you know. Yeah, man. So, when we look at it, we say, boy, I like your hat. And they say, Mota, you can't go on. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Some of them look nice still, you know. No, some of them look, no, I'm not at the 13-year-old them, you know. I talk about the woman them have on the hat. Yeah. Some of them look nice still, but you wonder where you work with now, because this week you see them in a blue hat And the next week you come and see them in a green at your one if I the same lady. Because sometimes you don't know who, some say, you don't remember me. Some say, I don't remember you. I say, they not me talk to you last week. And I say, oh yeah, you didn't have blue at last week. Yes, step in. What that? Roy?
Yes, Pastor, what go on?
Yeah, man, oh, you turn up your radio so loud with the whole heap of thing, man. Yes.
No, man, you know what, you can't tell about tougher than a food punch and car. So a business place, me them out and an arcade.
All right, sir. Where you say now?
Boy, I'm proud of you. 2 years. I'm more than 2 years, motor.
No, 2 years me on this program, yeah. This program.
I'm about the TV program.
No, we don't know what. You gotta see them that, you know.
They can't pay you.
No, man, can't pay me. They know me the Power FM. You think me I get paid? No, see them my idiot people them up there, man. Manager people them my idiot. Them don't know them don't know a good thing when them have it, man. One, them are idiot, and not them. The brother who control them. They
know I be number one, man. That's why TV is there.
And the best thing ever come and pass TV, and them say that to you, but them are idiot. And that I show you some really.
You know, right now. You're nominated with so many things award, right?
Oh,
and a best program.
No, you know. Me prefer the reward than the award, you know. Me prefer have the reward than the award. You understand? Award you can put up on your cabinet and you look at it and say, Lord, you know, when I was that age, I get that award for that. But you see, when you have the cash now, you just buy the whole house. You understand? When you get the reward now, you just take it and buy a house and you just feel good. You understand?
For real, motor, man. You must have a big piece of land on West Poland to get, you know. You serious?
You're serious?
You doesn't tell
me that now. But you doesn't tell me that now.
But we have to award with some.
No, but me don't have Westmoreland Friday, no.
Serious?
Yeah, man, you know, they have Belmont, I call me the whole day, Rasta. Serve. Me take the bus and come and serve. And then when me go.
Then I give a land float down for the sea, for the hill.
Let's see, no, a girl, me, no, Bridget.
No, man, no, girl thing, motor, me tell us something.
Yeah, girl, man.
Motor, you see, me not girl, man, you see, a person like you.
Yeah.
Influence a lot of Jamaicans.
Yeah.
Influence a lot of Jamaicans in this country. Yeah. And even today, with their work, I would say, you know, say, channel more and get in to call motor and I call motor today, like, come like, say what? We know in this world, you see me? And I like, we know in that world, you know, but the Virgin say, oh, you know, call motor, man.
Yeah, but you take long to tell about the land. What me know why you all them long conversation. Them want to know if you have title for the land where you say you give me peace, huh?
I need, man. I sitting there and give peace, you know.
Oh, me are sitting there? What you call sitting there?
No, man.
Oh, you say me are sitting there, you give peace?
See my Virgin, man.
All right. No, man, me all right. Anyway, we have to go move, though.
No, motor, you know me,
yeah.
Before you cut.
Yeah.
You know, say, I know, no bother back. You say, I know, Portmore, Spanish Town, Mandeville, Savlamar, 12th Street, Russia, Desta, all of them chains still mucky and dirty, not clean out yet, motor. And it's like, say, you have to deal with the bigger heads of people, them. Motor, you know, so we can't talk to them, the people, you know.
The 2 million don't reach your side yet. The $2 million them don't reach your side.
I say, oh, we are fighting them the diseases so much, and when you look, rather them place there, when them place there stuck up same way, you see me?
Yeah.
We don't see no movement to go on.
Just start the movement and see if any movement will start. Start the movement, yeah? Yes.
What I find that say,
yeah.
Stay strong. I know you're a good thing.
Alright, we are going through, Bridget. Alright, we have to move, you know. Yeah, Bridget?
Yeah,
alright, sir. I mean, I look for a piece of land, you know. You could have deal me, I look for a piece of land. You can come back and promise me land, and I not get it. Watch and say. I get it. What is it? Advertisement, that's all? Go and click it. Hurry! Next week, Wednesday, stepping razor, cutting edge. Some people call it cutting stepping, you know, and stepping cutting, you know. I get confused, you know. You can imagine if we have a next program, would I get dizzy? Would I have told me head back with the program? Anyway, you're right, you know. I done the program almost done, you know. God, you know, believe you, but you see, we can't take no more phone call because we don't want to get a long conversation with nobody and then them people will cut them off because we don't like what they must say. Understand? So to prevent that animosity, without a more phone call, we have to give thanks to the movement, give thanks to Samantha, Give thanks to Neil. Give thanks to Gavin. All right, give thanks to Gavin. We'll watch everything inside us. So I don't know them sitting in here to watch it for a thief, not no there. Cause long time I run down one of them CD player, you know. Anytime when I miss a CD player, Mutabaruka take it out there. I tell you that. All right, here we go.